When two historic banking institutions decide to combine their resources, the resulting entity carries massive operational weight. Right now, we are watching Fifth Third and Comerica joining forces to create a new national banking powerhouse. This chart shows the new hierarchy of the top 10 U.S. banks by assets following the transaction. Through an all-stock merger valued at $10.9 billion, the combined Fifth Third and Comerica entity claims the number 9 spot, holding $288 billion in total assets. Looking at this graph, we can see the strategic mechanics behind the acquisition. The merger secures two highly lucrative recurring revenue engines, commercial payments and wealth and asset management, both pushing past billion-dollar thresholds. This transaction effectively ends Fifth Third's era as strictly a dominant Midwest player. It equips them with the sheer capital and infrastructure required to aggressively expand their footprint across the country. This stylized map illustrates the immediate geographic target for that capital. The bank is pushing outward from its Midwestern base, aggressively deploying its resources into the Sun Belt and the western United States. That California incursion is already active. The bank has secured local executive teams in the Central Valley and is rapidly building out its commercial banking operations in San Francisco. But a major prize in Southern California is the middle market, businesses generating between $10 million and $1 billion in revenue, specifically within the affluent, highly distinct communities of the South Bay of Los Angeles. The economic DNA of the South Bay is dense and lucrative. It is heavily populated by legacy family-owned businesses, private equity-backed companies, and highly specialized sectors like aerospace and defense. Herein lies the geographic problem. An Ohio banking giant cannot simply parachute into a tight-knit, insular California community and expect immediate trust from local executives. Massive national scale provides operational security, but that very size makes the bank feel impersonal. It actively works against the feeling of native local relevance required to win regional business. The legacy playbook for corporate banking expansion relies on sheer volume, endless cold calls, generic corporate brochures, and standard slide decks. South Bay CEOs and high-net-worth families are heavily courted by specialized local competitors daily. A generic outreach email from an out-of-state bank is instantly ignored. Furthermore, Fifth Third is attempting to sell highly complex capabilities. Products like Newline, their embedded payments platform, which integrates financial technology directly into a client's own software, require deep, precise explanation. You cannot explain the mechanics of commercial treasury systems, the software networks used to manage a corporation's entire cash flow, in a quick 30-second commercial or a cold LinkedIn message. The bandwidth is too narrow. Fifth Third suffers from a trust deficit. They have the advanced financial tools and a 165-year history of ethical practice, but they lack the proper medium to communicate that value to a skeptical, hyperlocal audience. The strategic solution to this Southern California hurdle is a highly specialized communication engine, Voxel Micro Video Labs, created by the Donn Allan experience. Voxel discards the traditional corporate commercial format. Instead, they engineer cinematic video essays and micro-content specifically designed to hold attention. This diagram illustrates their exact methodology. Voxel takes a dense financial product, like a payments API, which is essentially a software middleman allowing two different applications to communicate, and distills it into a streamlined, easily digestible video narrative. In practice, Voxel translates Fifth Third's deep expertise in specific industries, such as aerospace, defense, and consumer retail, into hyper-targeted digital media campaigns. These video campaigns are then seamlessly integrated with specific South Bay imagery, grounding the national financial data in the undeniable reality of the regional economy. Voxel Micro Video Labs acts as a vital cultural translator. It takes Midwestern corporate scale and engineers it into authentic, compelling communication for the South Bay. Contrast the friction of a cold call with this new reality. Target audiences arrive at meetings already warmed up by targeted digital video campaigns. The psychological dynamic at the negotiating table shifts. Fifth Third no longer enters as a foreign giant, but as a known, modern financial partner. Local decision-makers now grasp the utility of the bank's complex commercial and wealth platforms instantly, because the mechanics have been laid out through clear, premium visual storytelling. Deploying high-retention video directly and measurably shortens the B2B sales cycle for high-ticket, high-trust financial services. This timeline chart maps the stakes perfectly. The $10.9 billion Comerica merger provides the sheer capacity to operate in California, but capacity alone does not sign contracts. Reaching that 2030 market share projection requires winning highly competitive micro-markets one by one. To turn ambitious California expansion plans into localized reality, Fifth Third Bank requires the precise, hyperlocal video engineering of Voxel Micro Video Labs.